Overview of greenhouse gases regulated under the Kyoto Protocol. Greenhouse gases, GHGs, are trace gases in the atmosphere that absorb and emit long-wave radiation. They naturally blanket the Earth and keep it at about 33 degrees centigrade warmer than it would be without these gases in the atmosphere. The table features the 7 most important greenhouse gases as regulated under the Kyoto Protocol. The 7 gases each have a different capacity to trap heat in the atmosphere, or a so-called global warming potential, GWP. They all belong to the group of long-lived greenhouse gases, LLGHGs, because they are chemically stable and persist in the atmosphere over time scales of a decade to centuries or longer, so that their emission has a long-term influence on climate. Some of the GHGs occur naturally, for example CO2, CH4 and N2O, but increases in their atmospheric concentrations over the last 250 years are due largely to human activities. Other greenhouse gases are entirely the result of human activities, for example HFCs, PFCs, SF6 and NF3. Further information. Kyoto Protocol. The Kyoto Protocol sets out legally binding targets for developed countries to limit or reduce their GHG emissions. It was adopted in 1997 and entered into force in 2005. Water vapor is the most important greenhouse gas, but since it is not produced by humans in any significant quantity, we have no control over its concentration in the atmosphere. It is therefore not regulated under the Kyoto Protocol. Global warming potential. Carbon dioxide is the baseline unit to which all other greenhouse gases are compared, and therefore has a GWP of exactly 1. A GWP is calculated over a specific time interval, commonly 20, 100 or 500 years, because some gases remain longer in the atmosphere than others. For example, the 100-year GWP of methane is 25, which means that if the same mass of methane and carbon dioxide were introduced into the atmosphere, that methane will trap 25 times more heat than the carbon dioxide over the next 100 years.